This is the plaintiff, Jesse Powers. He says he bought a car from the defendants on Craigslist, and the thing's a piece of junk that won't pass inspection and isn't worth the money it's going to cost to repair it. He feels duped by the so-called church-going folk, and he's now taking the bus to work while the hunk of junk sits on the street. He's suing for $2,880.69 for all he's out. These are the defendants, Iris Rivera and Roberto Ayala. Roberto says the plaintiff came to look at the car with his mechanic. The mechanic told him it was in good shape, and he bought it. 28 days later, the guy comes back complaining he was sold a lemon. That's when he told the plaintiff it's not his problem, and there was nothing he could do because so much time had gone by. Besides, he drove that car to work every day and had no issues. They're accused of unloading a lemon.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff bought a car from the defendant on Craigslist and says it was so bad he's taking the bus now. But the defendant says that the plaintiff's own mechanic said the car was okay. It's the case of the bus stopped here.
Thank you, Douglas. Okie doke. Jesse Powers, you are suing Iris Rivera and Roberto Ayala for $2,880.69, $2,200 of it, the purchase price of a car that you bought, and the rest of it in sales tax, insurance payments, titles, and registration costs and inspection, because according to you, they have sold you a lemon. Tell me what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. On October 7th was actually the first contact I made with Roberto. It was, I had saw an ad on Craigslist. It was within the price range I was looking on. Really, I couldn't finance at the time. I just had a son back in August, and financially things were tight. I had split up with the child's mother, and things were tight. I needed a car. I wasn't seeing my son. So I made contact with him. The following day, Tuesday, October 8th, I had a friend of mine go with me who knows more about vehicles than I do. I'm no mechanic. We looked at the car. Everything seemed like it was going to be okay. I took it for a ride. It was fine.
Did you take it to get inspected?
No, not that day. I didn't buy it that day. Did you take it to get inspected
the next day?
I didn't. I bought it the next day. I bought it the very next day. I bought it.
When you bought it, did you take it to get inspected after that?
No, I didn't put it on the road yet. I waited till the following day to put it on the road.
Did you take it to get inspected then?
No, I didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
That day, I picked up my son. That was a Thursday. I put the car on the road. I had my son that night. I was tied up that weekend with my son. I watched him over the weekends. This was the first time I've been able to go get my son and take him to my house rather than go sit at his mother's house with him. Through a course of events, it was Tuesday, the following Tuesday on the 15th, the check engine light came on. I had my friend with me. I was on my way to Fall River, which is the next city.
You had bought it on what day?
I bought it the previous Wednesday. I put it on the road Thursday.
So in 6 days, the check engine light came on?
It was the 5th day of owning it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you take it to get inspected then?
No.
Okay, go on.
I was unaware of what the law was at the time.
But you know now, don't you?
Yeah, I've done a little investigation, unfortunately.
Because you live in one of those states. You live in the great state of Massachusetts. And it's one of the few states that protects buyers of used cars.
Yes.
And what does the law tell you that you can do?
The Lemon Law, which is a 7-day law, says that if it fails inspection,
within that 7 days, you can void the contract.
Void it immediately.
Get your money back. All you got to do is put in writing within 14 days to him that you want your money back.
Yes.
And then he has to give you your money back and take the car back.
Yes.
Right. But this was not something that you knew beforehand.
No.
All right.
No.
So what happens is it fails inspection on the 28th day?
Yes, it failed inspection on
And when
Thursday,
did you
November
realize
7th.
that there was a problem, though, at the failed inspection, or did you find problems?
No, well, what had happened initially, I went to Advanced Auto. They do diagnostics. He said it's either a sensor or the catalytic converter. At that point, I priced out a sensor. I found out it was going to be $70 to $100, and I was left with this decision where I said, okay, I have a previous sticker, which I know, I know I had to get that transferred. I do know that sticker really doesn't apply to me at that point. But I was left with two decisions. I said, okay, well, either drive with a rejected sticker that you can't afford to get fixed and have your son, or get the rejection and then be in a rock and a hard place where at any point I can get pulled over. So I made the decision where I said, you know what? save the money, get it fixed. It's not going to be a big deal. I estimated in my head, because I know they get between 40 and 60 an hour in a shop, that I can potentially, if I have $200, get this fixed.
Okay.
It wasn't until November 4th, when the car broke down, that everything.
That we didn't count on.
Everything that kind of came falling down. You know what I mean?
And the car broke down, and what happened to the car? What was wrong with it then? Did you ever take it into a shop to find out what was wrong with it?
Yes, I did.
And what'd they tell you?
The alternator and Cadillac converter was bad.
So when did you contact him and say, I want my money back?
Really, I thought that I was eating this. I thought it was my problem. I talked to the mechanic. I explained to him my situation. He said, Jesse, you put a lot of money into the car. I can see that. I said, I didn't. I just bought the car. He asked me when. He realized it was under 30 days, and he said, you need to go and try to get him for the lemon law.
No, he needs to get his law degree.
So.
All right. Let me hear from you.
He came to my house. I don't speak very well English, but I'll
Do your
try.
best.
All right. He came to my house with that paper, and he said that the car get break on the. He told me the second day that when he bought it, and I said, hey, why you don't call me the next day, and you wait 28 days later to tell me about the car? How I know that you don't break it? And he said, hey, the alternator is broken. And I say, hey, I bought the alternator. It's brand new. It have a lifetime warranty. Come with alternator, and we go change. We can get a new one. He said the car doesn't move. And he gave me the papers with the lemon law. I read the lemon law, and the lemon law said that he had 14 days to send me a certified letter by mail.
You're so cute. You actually brought him the evidence against you?
No, I didn't bring him the evidence. I brought him a paper just showing him.
But the paper he gave you actually said he had 7 days to...
Yeah, if he read on the part, it said to get a refund, you can read that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, he's supposed to bring the car with somebody and the letter and let me know that he don't want the car, that he want to cancel the contract.
Yeah.
I don't know where is the car at
How
this
was
time.
that car driving when you had it?
Perfect.
Was that the car that you drove?
Yeah, every day to my job. I drove every day. I drive every day 20 minutes to my job.
Okay.
I drive 3-4 towns.
What kind of car
away.
is this?
It's a 2009 Nissan Maxima.
2009?
2000.
2000 Nissan Maxima.
Yeah.
You had just put a new alternator in?
New alternator.
Did you give him the receipt for it?
Yeah.
You did give him the receipt for it.
I got no, he don't have the receipt for the alternator.
Okay.
I do have because I bought it myself.
Will the warranty extend to him, or?
No, it's a lifetime warranty. It's a standard warranty, but
If you
it's
give
lifetime.
him the receipt for it, will that help him or no?
No, I gotta go with him.
You gotta
That's
go with
what
him?
I tell him. Bring me the alternator, and I go because lifetime warranty said that if you buy alternator, you have to come yourself to get the warranty, not all the person.
Are you still willing to do that?
If he
brings it to you?
bring, I'll do it. No problem.
So would you buy a car on Craigslist?
Yes, I would. I bought many
Why many?
because I wholesale cars nationwide.
You do it all day long?
Yes, my company's called Family Car Buyers. We buy cars.
Okay, this was not a commercial.
Hey, I gotta try.
Okay, well, you did it. Good luck. Good for you, going inside the courtroom.
You have a problem, Mr. Powers. You're completely out of gas. You know why you're out of gas. You know because you've read the law before you came in here. Did you know the law before you filed the lawsuit?
No, I didn't, but
Okay.
I think further on in that law, it also says, I may not have gotten that inspection sticker in the 7 days, but it says I have up to 30 days to prove that he might have had prior knowledge of a problem.
What proof do you have that he has prior knowledge of a problem? You don't have any proof of that.
Well, I mean, I guess I obviously probably can't prove it, but
Yeah,
it's like, for me, being able to say, yes, he does, is for him to say, no, I don't. I mean, at
that's
100
not proof.
miles.
That's a he said, she said, or he said, or your word against his. That's not proof.
Well, on the day of the purchase, not only did I ask him, because I found out prior to meeting him.
Mr. Powers, we're going in circles. You understand that there is a specific amount of time you have to take it in and get it inspected, and you don't have to prove he knew anything if you just do what you're supposed to do. You take it in, it fails inspection, you go back, say, give me my money back. And the guy has to give you your money back, and your filing fee, if you have to sue him for it, everything. You get everything back. That all of your damages, you get paid to you. But you didn't do that. Your next step is you have to prove he lied to you about something. That there's some kind of fraud, which you have zero evidence of, okay? Zero. There's nothing else for you to say. My verdict can only be, in this case, based on this evidence, for the defendant. Verdict for the defendant.
Well, it's too bad it took so long for you to get active and, take care of business in the courtroom, and that was your downfall.
Yeah, it was. It's unfortunate that I had more evidence, but unfortunately it wasn't heard.
So what's the disposition of the car now?
It's just sitting in front of my house, still insured. I can't do anything with it. I have to get rid of it.
You heard him say that he was still willing to help you on the alternator.
I still have $4,000 in repairs as far as the catalytic converter in order to get it registered, and inspected. So it's a total loss at this point.
No, it's too bad. Okay.
Thank you.
Right around this way. All right, so come on in here. Put yourself in his shoes. How would you feel if you were him?
It was weird when he came to my house and told me that, because what I said, hey, why you wait 28 days to tell me that the car was wrong? How I know did you break or not? And the other thing is, $3,800 for a catalytic converter is no gold that he buy. It's just a catalytic converter. I think that his mechanic is not his friend. He's his enemy.
Harvey?
Okay, the judge mentioned that the lemon law in Massachusetts is especially strong. Most states don't have it that strong, so you should check your own state.